Welcome back, everybody. Today's a beautiful day, nice and sunny. It's not too hot, and we're working on the truck again today. We went into Jegs earlier today and got some hose and some more fittings, and Billy's working on drilling new holes in the tank to mount the new bulkhead fittings, these big dash 12s. So while he's working on that, me and June Pup decided we'd go run some errands. I needed some liquid propane for my weed burning apparatus that Billy made fun of yesterday. So June and I jumped in the 55 Chevy and drove into town to the hardware store to go get some LP. This is downtown Pataskala, our hometown. The church on the right's where Vicki and I got married. That building right there on the right, well, that's where I got my first real full-time job. We've lived here all our lives. Probably live here the rest of it too. This hardware store is owned by Dave and Doug Beeson. I worked there when I was in high school. Probably my first actual part-time job. When June and I got back home, we went out to check on Billy in the shop. How you doing?
Just got around the one vent line. Should be ready to test it. I'm gonna take the fuel lines off the regulator and run some fuel through it just to clean it out a little.
Okay. Before we put any fuel in the tank, I had Billy go ahead and take the shop vac and sweep out the tank as best he could, just to be safe before we put any fuel in it. Now, even though we swept the tank out with a shop vac and Billy cleaned the lines out as he assembled them, we're going to go ahead and pull the fuel lines off the regulator first and flush the lines out and see if there's anything in there. And then we'll go ahead and hook the regulator up and disconnect the return at the tank and flush that way and see what we can get out of this thing. We just got to make sure we get all the contamination out of the lines and out of the tank so that none of it gets stuck in needle and seat. Yeah, it's flowing fuel. There's a lot of stuff in it too. That's good. Look how much stuff's in there.
Yeah, good thing I pulled the feed line off.
Yeah, kept it out of the radiator, or out of the regulator. Okay. Ready.
You got the feed hooked up?
Yep, we're ready.
Alright. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Once we had all the lines flushed out, we hooked everything back up, topped off the fuel cell, and it was time to start the truck up and make sure everything was okay. Once we got Billy's truck all back together, we backed it outside. And that's just about the time Mr. Kenny showed up with his Baja Ray 2.0. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. One, two, three. That looks like Billy to me. We ran the RC trucks until Kenny's batteries went dead. He needs to get some better ones. So once we got done monkeying around outside with the RC trucks, we drug Molly's Mustang back in the shop, run it up on the lift. We're getting ready to put it back together. So what are we doing here, Slim Shady?
Well, first I'm going to drop this tank, put her new sending unit in so that she knows how much gas she has.
It's probably out of fuel. I mean, I'll come back there and check the carburetor bolts.
I think it's out of fuel. I don't see any of the bolts.
Yeah, that's critical.
Yeah. Put the transmission back in, and then I'd like to wire up the shift light.
Hey, tell everybody what you found with the transmission. It wasn't actually the shift cable.
Yeah, so the pivot ball on the bell housing that the clutch fork aligns with, it backed out. And so I Loctited it this time.
Good deal.
It was still in there.
Okay.
Tighten it back up.
And Molly's
new
going to
clutch
see her
fork.
dad tonight, right, for Father's Day or something?
I'm not sure if she's going to see her dad tonight or not.
Oh.
She said she might come over here and help me.
Okay. So we might see Molly tonight. If not, she's going up to see her dad. But we're going to get the Mustang put back together tonight. Billy finished up the Mustang just about dinner time. He backed it outside the garage and let it warm up so he could take it for a test drive to check everything out. As Billy was headed out the driveway, Vicky texted me and let me know that dinner was ready. You don't have to tell me twice to come in for that. She told me she'd made turkey and noodles and mashed potatoes and gravy and corn. Oh, that woman can sure cook. About the time we all sat down to have dinner, Tommy starts sending us videos. He's with Allison's family up in Put in Bay on vacation for the next day or so. So for tonight, it's just me, Billy, and Vicky. Molly went up to see her dad in Mount Vernon tonight. So we had a nice quiet dinner, just the three of us, watching television. Nothing quite like watching the Japs get their shit blown to pieces while we're having dinner. After we finished eating, we decided to take the Mustang down to Hebron, take it down to the Speedway station, fill it up with fuel. When we got back to the shop, it was time to start putting things away and closing things up. God, that thing sounds good. Imagine what that thing would sound like on E85.
Yeah, it sounds real good.
Oh my Lord. Hi, Pumpkin. Hi, Scrappers. Can you hardly wait for Saturday?
I think it's ready. I mean, I don't think that fuel line thing is gonna change anything unless it's like high in the boost level.
Yeah. But if you have to push it, I think it's going to be all right.
Yeah, that dash 8 had to have been a huge restriction.
Oh,
because
absolutely.
I talked to the guy at Aeromotive and he wanted me to use a 16, and that's like, I mean the 8 to the 12 is already like twice the size. So you put a 16 on there, that's like.
I don't think it needed a 16,
ridiculous.
but whatever. Well, I think we're ready. I think we're as ready as we can be. Tomorrow, all I really need to do is have you help me get the trailer ready. I'd like to clean the inside of the trailer out because it's pretty dirty. We need to put fuel in it and maybe change oil in the generator. It's due for an oil change.
Sounds good.
All right, man. I think we're ready.
Yep.
We were just about to turn the lights off in the shop and close things up when we got a message from Jeff and Erica Green, owners of CIA Performance in Columbus. They just so happened to be down at Trails Racing tonight, and they're the dealers for RC Comp in Columbus, and Billy's wheels were in. So Jeff and Erica stopped by on their way home. Seriously?
Yeah. I think it broke the block.
Oh no. Erica races a beautiful Cadillac CTS V, 6.2 supercharged with nitrous, and it scattered itself at Trails tonight after making a personal best. Felt sorry for them.
Pulling one out?
But they always come back faster. But check out these
my
wheels
goodness.
they dropped off.
Holy smokes.
Oh, that looks not. Oh my goodness.
It's not chrome.
Here, I'm gonna let you do the honors. I started on this one. But
Oh my gosh. Set it over here, Jeff.
never done light, so you can check that out.
Billy had ordered these wheels months ago, and we weren't sure if they were ever going to come in. They were backlogged due to COVID-19. So in the meantime, Billy had bought a set of wheels off a friend of his out in Oklahoma, and Daddy Dave brought them to Trails and delivered them during No Prep Kings. No sooner than Billy bought that set of wheels, these came in at CIA. So now he's got 2 sets of wheels for the Nova.
Even if you go through and it could be in that one. The billet, they got billet caps. They have an O-ring that locks them in.
Nice.
So they're just as polished. They got the same finish.
Dude, those are beautiful.
Nice wheel. Not a lot of people have these retros either, so
That's
you're
why
gonna be one of the few.
That's badass.
Yep. Good looking wheel.
Thank you, Jeff.
Oh, you're very welcome.
CIA Performance, right?
Yep. Yep.
Dealers
Yeah,
for RC
performance.
Comp.
Yes, sir.
Talk to my man Jeffrey or Erica. They'll get you hooked up.
I kind of want to see what they look like on the truck too.
Oh, no. See where Limpy signed
See
it?
his.
Right
So,
there anywhere. You got to have Jeffrey sign it.
Oh, the wall.
The wall of shame.
There you go. There you go. Get
You
in
got to
there.
sign it, Erica.
Friends.
You, how are ya?
Good.
I was doing better until.
This, yeah.
Yeah, I'll get it back together.
Yeah.
They always come back faster.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for everything, man.
Hey, do you like
Seriously.
my little work
This is
table?
nice. I love this. This
Yes.
is
We
awesome.
got the little fuel drum work table.
That's awesome.
That's where I fold.
No, this is really cool.
Jeff and Erica have always been so good to my wife and my kids and me. I don't know what we ever did to deserve such good friends.
I think right now the car looks cool with the black wheels since it's grungy, but when that car is painted, the chrome will look better
Yeah.
when it looks nice.
We'll get there.
I'd like to get some tires put on those chrome wheels and just see how they look on those thin.
All right. Well, let's head in for tonight. It's midnight. If you're interested in RC comp wheels and you're looking for a dealer, try CIA Performance in Columbus, Ohio. Check them out on Facebook.